Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. So today's video is going to be the I tried following challenge. I've seen quite a few of these videos kind of circling around YouTube. I think it's quite an interesting challenge. This is the challenge where you try to recreate another YouTuber's makeup tutorial. So today I'm going to be a subscriber and I'm going to try and recreate another YouTuber's makeup. So today I chose NikkieTutorials just because I feel like her technique and her makeup style is very full, very flawless. It's different to mine. I'm a full face girl, but I do feel like she just has a very flawless, spotless look, very full glam. So I thought I would recreate one of her looks today. So I'm not gonna have a lot of her stuff because I felt like I'm not gonna go and buy makeup. I have tons of makeup I can use, I can recreate this look. The thing about tutorials is a lot of people think that if you don't have those products you can't recreate them, and I do get like a lot of messages like that saying, oh, I love this look you did on so and so day, but I didn't have so and so and so I couldn't do it. And I'm just like, you literally don't need to have the exact same product. You can use anything in your collection. Do you know how many 50 shades of nude pink lipstick I have? I have a couple that might be similar to what she's used, but a lot of them probably isn't going to be what she's listed in her description box. I'm actually kind of excited actually. I really hope it turns out okay because this is my first go and I'm filming it on camera. So this is it.
So today I'm gonna be priming way differently than I usually do because I've been seeing people prime with the most glowy products on the market and then they put foundation over top and somehow it just radiates through. So I'm gonna be trying that.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be trying the iconic London Illuminator.
I don't have that to prime. Okay, so she's gonna start priming and then she says she's gonna use something glowy. I don't have the iconic London drops. They have actually emailed me and I haven't replied, so I need to do that. I have this Estee Edit Flash Illuminator, so I don't even know how this is gonna look on me. Like, I don't even know if should I even skip this step, if that's gonna work. I don't know. Anyway, let's just do that. Let's just see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna be a grease ball at the end of this tutorial. I just know that for a fact.
Today I'm going to be going in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter in the color Angel Food and mixing it in with a drop of Shuwei Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. This is so high coverage, it's insane. And this is in
Okay, so I have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation and I also have the Shuwei, so she's going to mix, she mixes both together. They're both full coverage. So this should be interesting. So I'm going to mix them both. At this point, I would do my brows, but she hasn't done hers yet because I usually do my brows first before foundation. So this is going to be interesting because this is not my usual technique, but we're going to keep going. I'm using the shade Mocha in the Huda Beauty and the shade Espresso. And I know that this was quite light for me last time I tried it, so we're going to see what's going to happen right now. You know, Nikkie likes a really full coverage when it comes to her foundation and her base. So we're going to do exactly that.
And applying this using my Morphe sponge.
I'm going to use my normal like beauty blender. Okay, she applies it with the side, so we're going to do that. Okay, so at this point I felt like I'd mixed a bit too much of the espresso, the Shuwei foundation, which is a little bit light for me. Honestly, I should have just stuck with my Mocha from Huda Beauty because that's almost an exact match to my skin tone. But I'm obviously following what Nikkie did and mixed them both together. But honestly, yeah, we'll fix it as we go along, as you know, I bronze and contour and stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit quite light for me, but yeah. We'll keep going, we'll keep going. This honestly is so strange that I have not done my brows. Like, I've never really understood the whole, I don't know, I just prefer like not to have any product on my face when I'm doing my brows, but it seems like, whoa.
Go natural.
Now this is definitely very full. Is it looking quite yellow? Is it just me?
Natural. For concealer, I'm going to be using this NARS Complete, no, Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the
Okay,
color
she's using
Light
the
1. And
NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer.
As of this moment, look, I've hit pan.
It's an okay concealer, but it just doesn't add much highlight. I'm probably gonna mix it with the Kat Von D, but let me just apply that.
And the color Light 1, and this is my favorite concealer. As of this moment, look, I've hit pan. I've hit pan. I love that much.
Yeah, I use that concealer for my lids to meet up my lid color, so I'm gonna use that as well.
And I'm gonna bake my under eye area using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder.
Okay, I don't have the Maybelline Loose Fit Me finishing powder, but I'm gonna use my Sacha Cosmetics. Okay, she doesn't say if she's highlighted her nose either, so I'm gonna highlight my nose as well, just because that's what I usually do when I'm doing my under eye. I also highlight the bridge of my nose.
So here we are. Before we start,
Okay, so she's now moved on and she's got her brows done. So I have to get my brows done really quickly. So I'm gonna do that off camera because she didn't show what was used. But I'm just gonna use my Benefit Personality My Brow. Okay, we're gonna move on. I've also applied some concealer to my lids, so I've also primed my lids as well.
Alright, so I'm already primed, and now we're going to move on to the first shadow. I'm going in with this Morphe 39A eyeshadow palette and taking this color right here called Cat Eye.
Okay,
and this
I have
is
that
going
palette.
all the way into the crease. And first I'm kind of stamping the
Wait,
color
wait,
on
wait.
in the shape that I'm...
So we're gonna go in with this shade, she says, and then we're gonna
color on in the shape that I want.
stamp it on to the lid in the color, in the shape that I want. She's using like a fluffy, kind of like a fluffy blending brush. It's a dirty one, but it's already brown, so it's not a big deal. So she's placing it onto the lid. I'm gonna change the brush. Placing it onto the lid in the shape we want.
The shape that I want, and today I'm keeping the shape a little bit more rounded. And by pressing the color in first into the shape that you like it, you're gonna have minimal fallout. Going all the way to the inner corner. Now that you've got...
Okay, I'm not even there yet. Let me try and shape that. Her brown looks different to mine. The brown looks more like a rich, like a warm brown, and mine looks more of a, I don't know, like a greyish, like a cool tone brown. I don't know if it's her lens that makes it look different, but yeah, it looks
this
a bit different to
very
mine.
intense shape, you want to go in with a clean blending brush and buff out the edges, and just use very light feathery strokes. You barely don't touch your skin, and the bristles of your brush are barely moving. That's how soft you want to blend this out.
Okay, we're gonna do that as well.
Now I'm going to take a little bit of the color Bear.
Now I know how you guys feel when you're following in these tutorials. Going too fast, I haven't even blended this dumb thing yet.
And this is gonna go right in between where it's looking a little messy. And this is definitely one of those stages where you're like, oh my god, it's looking so swatchy, it's looking so messy.
I
You're
doubt
gonna be fine.
that's gonna look good on me. So I might need to use probably this one because it's more closer to my skin tone. It's probably not even gonna show up on my skin. Nope. We're gonna move on to this one. Right, this one is showing up now. So I went for this one because it's the other ones are too light for my skin tone. Hers looks like it's like a cat eye. I guess that's what I had to do. Right now, I don't know if that's how that's looking, but you can see for yourself. You might have cleaned off the edge because it's very sharp in hers.
So after all of that, you have something like this, but you can see that in some spots, the dark brown looks a little splotchy or ashy. So now we're gonna go back in with the dark brown to kind of reinforce it.
Now she's carving the midsection of her lids. I have that concealer, but I don't have it as light as I would want, and I literally throw away all my really light concealers. Now I need it. So what I found was this one from Tarte. It's a really light one. So I'm gonna use, does she apply it? Okay, she applied it onto the brush.
Right on the center of your eye, kind of stamp the brush down and drag it down towards the lid.
I don't like this one. I have a Morphe one as well. Maybe I should try the Morphe one.
Now, usually what you would do is set the entire mid portion of the lid and create a spotlight smoky eye.
Still trying to carve this eye, girl, so you're gonna hold on. Hold on. Okay, so mine's not exactly the neatest line, but we kind of got there in the end.
For the horizontal one, you first want to create a smoky liner. So I'm going back in with that dark brown color on the lash line, blending up. Then you want to go in with a shimmer that's sort of like a mid-tone shimmer. So it's not your lightest shimmer. Mid-tone shimmer, I said that. And I'm using So Glam from that same Morphe palette. And you're applying this on top of the concealer, almost.
So we're gonna take that shade and we're gonna apply that on top of the concealer.
Almost touching the far top edge of that concealer, but just leaving that top edge bare.
It's not as nice as hers.
Now on the very top edge, we're gonna use this pigment by Peaches and Cream. This is called Gatsby, and their pigments are.
Okay, so I don't have that, but I do have a pigment that's quite similar. This is from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. It's not exactly the same, but it's gonna have to do.
On the market.
It's thick.
So this is going right on the bare edge.
Spray it a little bit because it's. She never said if you had to apply any glitter glue or pigment glue, so I sprayed it a little bit with some Fix Plus. And I'm just applying that to the top. Yeah, I don't know how that's looking. I don't know, it looks a bit strange, but yeah. Maybe my curve wasn't the best. My arch wasn't the best, but yeah, we'll keep going.
Until you have something like this.
It does not look
like that. On the waterline, I'm applying the Shuwei Slim Cream eyeliner in black. Then setting that with a black shadow, I'm using the one from the Morphe palette. And now smoking that lower lash line out using Evolve. And on the inner corner, my favorite Milk Your Festive Gold. This one is everything.
I don't have that, so I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Revolution highlight. It's white, but then it's like an iridescent white. It's got like a bit of gold to it.
For lashes, I'm now gonna be applying the Tati Lashes in TL24.
Just gonna finish off that inner corner. Okay, so I'm gonna apply some lashes. I'm just gonna take whatever lashes are next to me. Okay, so this is the eyes done. I'm gonna neaten off the edges just because I feel like she did that, but I guess she did it off camera.
Let's compare. This is Gold Dust, Tom Ford. This is my usual bronzer. I'm gonna mix up the two because people are giving me trouble for it because people want me to use new bronzers and
Okay, so she used a bronzer. The only bronzer I don't have any of those bronzers that she mentioned. So I'm just gonna take my Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. Looks like that, and I'm just gonna use it as my bronzer because I don't have any of that. I'm gonna take the darkest shade.
Now,
just using a really big brush so that it's like distributed a little bit better.
Because I'm gonna look bloated. Could use some additional contouring. I cannot
additional contouring.
The turkey that's gonna go down my throat, I need to sculpt. For blush, I'm gonna go in with Barely Legal by Kylie Cosmetics.
Okay, I don't have that blush, so it's kind of like a pink blush. I'm just gonna take the blush from this Girl On bronzer. I'm gonna use it as my blush.
Now let's do some cheek carving. I told you, we're gonna look like we're full. We're gonna look full.
So she carves her cheek. Carves her cheek, so we're gonna do the carving cheek technique, even though I don't need to do it, but we're gonna do that anyway.
And at the very end of doing my makeup, I forgot to take this off. So I went out looking like this. Yes, I walked out of the house looking like this, and my friend
takes
was like,
it all the way down
"Is
her
that a
jaw."
new trend?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "The beard? Is the white beard a new trend?" And I was like, "What? Oh my God!" Ah, I love my life. So I'm gonna go in with glazed donut. The further.
Okay, I don't have that either, but I do have something similar, which is the Makeup Revolution highlighter, which is called Golden Lights. She applies quite a lot of highlight, so we're gonna do that. Okay, mine looks a little bit more on the gold side. I'm gonna take a bit of the Becca Opal. Woo! She loves her highlight, so I'm gonna apply a generous amount to my cheeks. I'm gonna go in with my highlight palette. Use the lighter one just so I can add a little bit more, because hers looks a little bit more glowy, so I'm just adding some glow because mine is quite glowy, you know.
So today
then
let's
she
actually
brushes off
brush the bake away.
her bake.
Now for lips, I'm first gonna line my Cupid's bow and bottom lip using the Shuwei Longwear Cream Lip Liner. This lip liner, especially this color right here, this is in the color Pink Champagne Shimmer.
Pink Champagne Shimmer I don't have.
Day when I wear makeup, and I just do the Cupid's bow and the bottom lip a little bit, and then just rub it in a little bit for that shimmer, and oh my God, perfect lip pencil on Planet Earth. This is called Papaya.
Okay, so I guess she only applied it to the top.
So see how I just did
Part
the
of
top
her
here
lip
for some definition,
line.
and then rub it in.
The next two lip colors I do not have. For the gloss part, I do have something similar. It is from Barrier, and this is their Matte Me Up Matte Liquid Lip Paint, and this is the shade 24 Carat. When I swatch it, it kind of looks like the metallic one that she showed last. Colourpop Bumble, and then this is going to go over it. It does look a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter than hers, but we'll keep going. And then the Barrier on top. I'm gonna need a lip liner for this. I cannot rock this look without a lip liner.
And I didn't think I would want a gloss, but I do.
And then for gloss, I'm gonna use a L'Oreal cream gloss. I don't remember the name. I think it's called I've Got the Power or something. I'm gonna apply that all over my lips.
And of course, some setting spray.
Okay, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I do look very brown, very tanned. Is it just me? Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? I really struggled a little bit with the eyes just because I don't usually do the cut crease technique, but I think it's just more about, you know, practicing and perfecting it a little bit more. But I think it turned out okay. I think the next time I might, you know, carve it out a little bit better. But yeah, what do you guys think? Does it look like hers or not? Obviously, Nikkie's technique is very full coverage, very flawless, no imperfections whatsoever. I'm a full face girl, but I feel like I don't really need to use as much product. Like she, you know, mixed two foundations. I'm not sure if it's because of the shade, to get the right shade or just because she wanted more coverage. But the Huda Beauty foundation, for instance, is a very full coverage foundation, so you don't even need to mix anything else. You need a tiny bit. Her highlight is always very booming, very bright, very bold. I tend to kind of start off small and work my way up. I feel like if I apply too much, it's so hard to kind of like rectify it, so I'd rather start off small and then build it up. But I can see it looks good on her, and I think it doesn't look too bad on me too. But if you're going to highlight your cheeks this much, you have to obviously highlight everywhere else just so that it can have a bit of a balance. You don't want to just have that line on your cheek and then nothing else. Maybe it's the lighting, but I do look like I look very brown. Is it just me? Let me know if it's just me or what you can see. But I have been working a lot. I've been trying to change up my lighting. I am really struggling to get the right lighting so that everything looks exactly how it should look. And also, she did her brows after her foundation. I tend to do that before my foundation just because it's just easier, and I don't want to have to be leaning on my face, because I felt like I was doing that and I could see like finger marks and my hand marks on my face because obviously I already applied my foundation. So I'd probably stick to my brows before foundation technique. But yeah, so would I do this again? I don't know. Maybe with less products and maybe just more like perfecting that eye shape, the eye, you know, the cut crease thing. I haven't quite mastered it, which is why I don't really do it. If you do have other people that you might want me to recreate, let me know. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already done so for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.